Every pit stop, every loss, every victory, every single sport, we will be watching you.
Welcome to Inside the Locker Room.
Welcome inside the locker room on a Wednesday morning. This is Smooth 98.1. Your love music, love life, love sports station. 16 minutes past 8 a.m. It is looking good out there on the third day of December 2025. This is yours truly, Ayokunmi Kikirika, ready to walk you into a world of sporting action. It's been a busy midweek of sports, and there's so much more to come. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more. Talking about we. Yes, we being more than one person. I'm not in the locker room alone. I have with me here in the studio the one, the only sports Amazon herself. She is looking as bright eyed as I've ever seen her. Tega Supreme. Tega, good morning to you.
Ha, Ayokunmi, all liars go to hell. That's all I will say. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a fantastic time this week so far. Today's Wednesday. It's the 3rd of December. Have people bought my gifts? Yes, people should buy my gifts because my birthday is tomorrow. Mm, I like tangible. Don't tell me happy birthday.
We'll pray for you.
No, no, I want tangible gifts.
Prayers are,
Something tangible
prayers are
this
tangible.
year. Eh?
I'll get,
You will go outside.
I'll get you
All
tangible.
right. So you want tangerine? I'll take that. I'll take that. It's vitamin C. Okay. So get your presents ready. No presents. I'm keeping malice. That's on one hand. On the second hand, what has happened this week? Serena almost broke the internet yesterday.
Hmm.
First of all, her sister's been engaged a while because I've seen her wear the engagement ring. But somehow, for some reason, she posted the engagement pictures yesterday. Internet breaker. Then Serena herself wanted to break the internet. I will tell you why. All right. We'll talk about that today. We'll also just a pre-announcement. We'll also be looking at the groups of the AFCON
Mm.
from next week.
Mhm.
Just head in the AFCON week. We'll start looking at it from next week. But speaking of the AFCON, they brought out a full scap sheet. They say people want list,
That was
Abby.
full, that was one of full scap sheet too.
They brought out full scap sheet, front
Ah.
back of names. All right, to represent the 54 countries in Nigeria. That was the list your coach brought out. We'll talk about that list when we come in. We'll also talk about what happened, midweek. Like I told you, there are matches this week. Manchester City played yesterday against Fulham.
Mm.
Ah,
That was a humdinger.
if you saw the match, in fact, me, I was even praying that this match should just end like in a draw. Let me see what is going to happen. But I didn't get my wishes. But we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about Arsenal coming up today. Arsenal plays Brentford. Who else plays again?
Today.
Liverpool plays Sunderland.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we'll talk about that. And then Manchester United plays West Ham tomorrow. So a lot of matches coming in. We'll talk about all of them and more inside the locker room. But before we do any talking, Kumi, tell them how they can be a part of the locker room this morning.
Alrighty, you can be a part of the locker room this morning on WhatsApp and on YouTube as well. The WhatsApp number it is 0911 999 0981. Let me take that again. 0911 999 0981. If you don't have that number saved, what exactly are you doing? Join us on YouTube. That is a place you definitely need to be. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Leave your comments. I can see Namdi there already. Uchenna Okoye is also there. Just get your front row seats to all the action in the locker room. All right, let's talk about the full scap sheets plus more that Tega was alluding to. Talking about head coach Eric Chelle. He has picked Captain William Trust Ekong, forward Victor Osimhen, Wilfred Ndidi, and goalkeeper Stanley Wabali in a provincial list of 55 players for the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations finals coming up in Morocco.
Exactly. Why always us? South Africa name drop their list, no shouting. Even Cameroon, they drop their list with shouting. They at least they drop their complete list. Cameroon's list was where they dropped Andrew Nana.
Mm.
For those
Vincent Abubakar as well.
so Vincent Abubakar, that's understandable. I was shocked when I saw him playing the World Cup playoffs. But Anguissa was injured, so he was. I don't think he was dropped per se as much as the coach gave himself brain.
Mm.
This guy is injured. There's no need to call him up. But if you names on the Cameroon list that wasn't there, that was shocking. But hey, at least he dropped his list. He reached Nigeria store. We open camp.
For a tournament coming up in 3 weeks.
We open camp. That's what we did. So it gives you an indication of what's happening, to Nigerian football. Again, if Victor Osimhen was listed on in this professional list, I remember what I said about him picking up an injury and his club being hesitant to release him at that
Mm.
at certain times. But hey, NFF can do something with FIFA if Victor Osimhen is not released. So I guess we have that to down. But 55 people. That means Eric Shell does not know his team.
That's like starting afresh.
That's what it means. It means he doesn't know his team, which is why he's starting afresh. And he wants to start afresh with the tournament. Let's see how that goes. It's the most ridiculous thing. Some people say he's trying to be cautious. Some people say he doesn't want to give anything away. But a 55-man list is indicative that you don't know the number of players. You don't know the team that you'd like to have to take to the AFCON. That's how it appears.
And if you don't know the team at this point, how exactly are you supposed to get them to
You don't
work
even
together
know
on
the
the
team.
pitch and
Then
all
how will
that?
you even know your 11? You're starting 11. It's just crazy. But hey, let's wait to see him whittle down this list. But AFCON is supposed to be players. I think are allowed to come in by 15th.
Yes.
Yeah, because FIFA told clubs that they can hold on to their players until the 15th. Doesn't mean that 15th is the day that they must come in. They can come in earlier.
Yeah.
They were supposed to, I think, start arriving on December 7th. But
I think
FIFA,
15 is the deadline.
yeah, 15th is the last ones, like people like Salah, that they are trying to make up with their coach. And they can come on the 15th. But yeah, that's the deadline mark. So let's wait to see how he whittles this. And this third, he has more than enough time. If he whittles down per week, he will get there in time.
Our first game is in about 3 weeks' time exactly,
Yeah.
23rd.
He will get there in time.
No problem. Well, Eric Shell wants to break the internet. Another person who, well, as I said, wants to break the internet, Serena Williams. She's filed the necessary paperwork for a return to tennis, but then said she's not coming back to the sport. What is she doing?
Okay, so this is huge. So first of all, and tennis reporters, somebody found out that Serena Williams had put herself back into the anti-doping pool.
Okay.
Now, there is no need to put yourself in the anti-doping pool if you're not coming back. So the anti-doping pool is where they now get your samples and then they can now do all those unannounced visits. And the ones that if you miss 3, then you'll be suspended for 2 years. So if you're not going to compete, why are you putting yourself back into the pool? Instead of just being able to eat what you want, sleep how you want, do whatever it is you want, you now put yourself back in the pool. So it popped up, and tennis reporters saw that she put herself back in the pool because she was removed from the pool.
I mean, common sense dictates.
Yeah, when we did the tour, everybody was saying goodbye. She was removed from the pool after that, before she had her second baby. So to see her name back in the pool, it can only indicate that she's trying to come back. Because why else will you be telling them to test you out of competition?
But why then deny?
Then she comes back and says, I'm not coming back. So my question is, why is your name in the pool?
There has to be a reason for
There
that.
has to be a reason. What's happening? You know what? So it's strange. So maybe she just said, I'm not coming back because too many people were now calling her. Because that's what she said. She was like, the wildfire is too much. So I'm sure there were phone calls coming in, text messages coming in. There was a whole reaction coming in. But that so maybe that's what made her to come out and say, look, I'm not coming back or whatever, But the question still remains. You cannot put your name back in the anti-doping pool for all the tests and all the out of competition tests and not be coming back. Why would you want to do that?
That is just very, very weird. But
It's the weirdest thing.
well, you know what they say, there's no smoke without fire.
Mm.
So let us see if. Anyways, let's leave the world of tennis and head into the world of football. We're going to La Liga first of all, where Barcelona opened up a 4-point lead at the top of La Liga as they came from behind to defeat Atletico Madrid 3-1.
Yes. Was a tough fixture because Atletico Madrid, after their shaky start of the season, had come into the season playing brilliantly. Both teams came into this match having scored in every single game. So they were looking to score some more goals. And it didn't help that Barcelona had their struggles. Now, everybody says stuff about the Barcelona highline. Let me tell you the biggest problem. It's not Barcelona's highline that is the problem. That's not to say people can't take advantage of it. It's not the highline. It's that they don't hold their line. Because yes, you want to play highline. But why is it that Gerard Martin will forget himself? Everybody else has pushed up. And then Gerard Martin's leg will just be like, hey, I can play you on if you want. It's the way is that they don't hold their line. They are not uniform in holding the line. I think that's not I think. I know that that's the biggest problem. Because when you watch time and time again when they've been caught, in fact, even when they are deep, sitting deep, and players are running at them, nobody's picking up other people. So you'd see maybe Eric Garcia move with the guy that is running with the ball. And Balde would be so high up, but nobody has fallen back to take his place. Or Kaunde will be so far away and nobody has fallen back to take his place. That is the problem. It's not necessarily the highlight. It's the fact that they're not uniform in their decision about when to step off. And so even when they are caught off guard, nobody's picking up the runners.
Is that a coaching problem or a personal problem?
That's a coaching problem. It's a tactical problem. You can't blame the tech. It's a tactical problem. So their defensive coach has a lot of work to do. It's them not being aligned, because even when they're caught in a fast, I want to say fast break because I was watching the NBA last night.
The counter.
When they're caught in a counter, you notice that it's only one defender that is running. They're not uniformly running. In fact, Rafinha got angry yesterday because they were not uniformly pressing. It's a tactical problem. It's a coaching problem. And he keeps saying, Hansi Flick is saying, I'm going to hold my highlight. No problem. But can everybody just step up at the same time? Because it doesn't make sense that Kubasi is playing somebody on. Then he'll not be like, I saw somebody there. No. If you see somebody on the other end that's trying to break the high line, you have to step off. Why? Because you are too far from the person to cover him. So why are you stepping back? So it's a tactical problem, something they need to look at. But they come into this match, Atletico Madrid beats the high line. And again, it was what I said, they're not stepping up at the same time. And then he scores the goal. Of course, the goal had to be checked. It was then given. And Barcelona started pressing. It's almost as if they need to be awakened by going behind. So Barcelona has conceded 17 goals this season. 14 of those goals have come in the first half. But somehow they have to go behind.
Before they wake up.
Before they wake up. And so they went behind again and then they came back and they took out Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid had chances to score more goals, but so did Barcelona. So you can't say it's a function of them not having enough chances. Barcelona just did the work. So they've opened up a 4-point gap at the top of the table. What they're doing is they're telling Real Madrid, catch us if you can. Now Real Madrid play away at Athletic Bilbao. it's a game that they should get 3 points. But
Should.
But given that they've had 3 draws in their last 3 matches,
Hmm.
not much we can say
Not much we can say about that. I mean, Madrid had the lead. Now Barcelona has a lead, and now Madrid has to play catch up to them, even after winning El Clasico. But hey, there's still a lot of football to be played in La Liga, so that is definitely going to be an interesting one. We'll take a break now. When we come back in, we'll talk about a centurion in the Premier League, Erling Haaland, as he makes Premier League history in a 9-goal thriller.
Yes, we back. Oh, Alex, this game was sweet. I was so tired.
I left the game
5-1.
no. I didn't want to, after first start because I go to bed early.
Okay,
I
you
left
left game at 3-1.
At 3-1 halftime. And then I woke up this morning to check scores. I saw 5-4. I say,
My darling, I was watching of course, there was no Premier League match that was as interesting as Barcelona Atletico Madrid. So they were my primary match. But fortunately, Manchester City had started before the Barcelona match because Manchester City started at 8:30.
Yeah.
And Barcelona started at 9. So it gave me the opportunity to watch some of it. And then I switched. So I was really watching Atletico Madrid when goal number. I think I left at 4-1. My brother came in, I saw 5-2. I said, okay, that's still sane. Then I now said, let me stay there. I saw 5-3 when Chukwueze scored. I saw 5-4. In fact, I saw when they almost scored 5-5 because you know the ball he beats Donnarumma. Then Vadio cleared the ball off the line. I was like, oh boy, for it would have been sweet. Let them just score that fifth goal. Let those players go and ask themselves what they were doing what they were doing on the pitch.
after doing all that hard work,
Do you understand?
you know, 3
You did 5-1 and then you slept off.
No, that is gross incompetence. I'm sorry.
I was praying that Fulham will not just pull up his scores, but they did. They didn't finish it. So sad. Would have been sweet. You would have done 5-5.
People say scoring here. Come
2
for
goals,
AFCON,
so
you will not score.
yeah, he has played this one good game. That's usually what it is. He has one good game to give the world. After that, the rest of you can go and collect your good games from other players. So he has done his one good game. Don't expect him to play well in the group stage. If Nigeria makes it to the knockout, that's when you should expect one more good game.
Exactly. We're saying if, not when, if.
People that don't know themselves, they're carrying a whole continent. This
God, that's what, is it 54, 55? I think.
55. I thought no, people were saying 54, 54, 54. It's about 55.
Every day, like you're 3 weeks to your first game. You didn't just resume as manager. You're calling 55
All the
people.
while that you have been doing till you went to do playoff, you did not know what you're going to do.
Isn't there a deadline to submit your final list to CAF?
Oh yes, there's a deadline. He'll be ready. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not even worried. He'll be ready.
At this point, I want to believe that he already knows whom will make that list. It's just like, oh, let me just invite everybody and their dogs so that they will not say, oh,
I didn't invite them.
Because I don't understand the point. And we're back. Welcome into the second half of the locker room here on Smooth 98.1. This is your love music, love life, love sports station as well. Ekong here with you. Tega the Supreme also in the studio. We are having a fun time this morning talking sports. You get to join us as well. So please do join us on WhatsApp. Join us on YouTube as well. The WhatsApp number is 0911-999-0981. 0981. That is the WhatsApp number. YouTube, you can find us at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Leave your comments there. All right, let us get back into the world of football and talk about the Premier League. As I mentioned before, a centurion, Erling Haaland, he has made history as the Man City striker became the fastest player to reach 100 Premier League goals in a remarkable 5-4 win against Fulham on Tuesday. 100 goals, 111 games.
Yes, very, very quick. In fact, let me just tell you, truth. He's slow. He's slow, Steph. Let's talk true. If he had scored this weekend like he should have, so spoiling people's FPL. Do you understand what I mean? This is failure now. If you are expected to scale something and you don't scale it, even if you scale higher than other people, you are still failed.
It worked out for me. My opponent triple captained him and wasted, so I was happy. Yeah, it worked.
It's just wickedness. You are a wicked person. You and Helen Haaland, people colluded
Well,
to be wicked.
say what you will.
But it's a fantastic one. It's fast. It's pretty fast. Even if it could have been faster, is all I'm saying. Tega, sorry. All right. On that note, but it was a great one. And by the time Erling Haaland scored this goal, he'd already missed a clear chance. The one of the chances that you would have said definitely buried. And those are the things I think that made him not to reach 100 goals earlier. That first shot that he missed, it was too close. It was point blank. But he hit the bar and sorry, the post, and he didn't score that. But after he scored the first one, and then Manchester City now went 3-0 up, you thought, yeah, Fulham dead and buried. They played brilliantly prior to this, but at that point in time, with Manchester City doing 3-0, it looked like it was going to be a bad day. A question of how many goals would Fulham concede. Fulham pulled one back with a brilliant header before the halftime, and then the madness started. Because Manchester City came out of the break, scored 2 goals. We're like, okay, this game is done and dusted, 5-1. Then let's just focus on other focuses. Because there were other matches. Tottenham played Newcastle yesterday. That one ended in a 2-all draw. And I saw one of the slowest bicycle kick goals I've ever seen in my life. It's like he was doing it in slow-mo, and the ball now trickled into the goal. Still, it couldn't be stopped. I've not seen that kind of bicycle kick before. But maybe because he hit his chin. So there were other matches. You switched to the other matches, only for me to hear my neighbor shouting, "Yeah!" I turned 5-3. So I saw Chukweze's first goal. Then I saw Chukweze's second goal. Then I saw what could have been the equalizer, if not that Vadio had the speed to get to the line in time to prevent the goal from entering, because the ball had beaten Donnarumma. It was Vadio that saved it on the line. And Manchester City were able to hold on to 5-4. So as much as they'll be happy about these 3 points, because what these 3 points means is that they're just 2 points behind Arsenal.
Right.
And Arsenal has to play Brentford today, which is the tough opposition. But they're just 2 points behind Arsenal. I think Pep Guardiola and his team will be looking at what could have been, what has really gone wrong. But like I've said, Manchester City are going through a tough time, but they're getting the results. If they are just 2 points behind the leaders come February, it will be tough. You know that Manchester City is like Kenyan masquerade.
But the thing is,
they can run for days.
With this defense, can they keep this up? This escape.
The good news is that it's the league. If it's a knockout tournament, it's a different kettle of fish. You can't use this kind of defense to win, say, the UEFA Champions League. But if it's a league match, I think they're kind of good to go. Because what it just means is that you should outscore your opponent.
Until they can't score a goal in the game, and it becomes a different story entirely.
Let's see how it goes.
All right, talking about the league leaders, Arsenal, 2 draws in 3 Premier League games have stalled their progress. And although they still have a 2-point lead at the top, Mikel Arteta has called on his team and their fans to bring energy like animals when they play Brentford on Wednesday.
Yes, it's going to be a tough one, like I said. Playing at the Emirates at home, playing a Brentford side that have nothing to lose. It was worse than why is my chair going lower? What's worse than a team that has nothing to lose coming up against an Arsenal side that is still going to be without Arsenal's best pairing. So Gabriel is still going to miss, and Saliba is still going to be out. So it's going to be that makeshift defense that Arsenal is still going to use, and that makes them even more vulnerable. Remember, at some point in time, they couldn't seem to concede goals. Then they have conceded a goal in every match since that time they last kept their clean sheet, since Sunderland, to be precise. So Brentford will have a feeling that they can score goals. The question is, can they stop Arsenal from scoring goals? Now, Arsenal played a poor approach against Chelsea. I keep saying it. Even prior to being Chelsea being one man down, um, I don't think they prepared for Chelsea as well as they should have. But they're going to play Brentford side now. It's going to be a tough fixture, but I like the way he's telling his guys, play your best football, attack from the beginning of the game to the end. Make sure that Brentford has no breathing space, so that by the time you are exposed, you'd have had a couple of goals and a psychological
Advantage.
advantage to add to that to take all 3 points. So it's important that they approach the game like that.
With Man City breathing down their necks, they definitely need those 3 points on the board. Well, this evening can't come soon enough. All right, let us talk about what went down in the Women's Nations League. Spain defended their Women's Nations League title with a 3-0 second leg win over Germany on Tuesday following a goalless draw last week.
Yes, so the Nations League, the Women's Nations League had been going on. I spoke about the goalless draw. France won the third place match in extra time against Sweden. Uh, and they had won the first leg 2-1, and then they had the 2-1 in regulation time yesterday. So it took them extra time to get 2-2 and then win the third place. But Spain, Germany, it's like Spain woke up suddenly. They had no Aitana Bonmati. She broke her leg in training. That's the one that if I were a club, everybody's going to jail. My best player is breaking her leg in training.
I think she's going to undergo surgery for that.
She has already what kind of she has already undergone surgery.
Okay, so it has happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of rough play were you playing in training that she broke a whole leg? But she had to miss this one because of that. However, the team played well, and it's the second goal scorer, Nikki Lopez, that gets to me. She's still a teenager, and it's almost as if people are saying, okay, maybe when this crop of uh, Spanish women go, that we'll be able to start getting our trophies back. They won't dominate too much. Only for you to see
The
teenagers.
the pipeline is
The
producing.
pipeline is producing. So it's crazy. Germany did all they knew how to do. Unfortunately, Spain just had better quality, and on the day, they came prepared, winning this one by 3 goals to 0. Like I said yesterday, it does not make up for being the best team at the Euros and losing the finals to the English women, but it's another trophy in their cabinet.
And they seem to be getting used to that taste of winning and winning. Congratulations to them. All right, let's bring it back to the Premier League, where Arne Slot admitted on Tuesday that superhuman, that's in quotes, Mohamed Salah was unhappy about being omitted from Liverpool's team for their vital 2-0 win against West Ham, but praised his attitude.
I guess he would have to still be doing this. And there were the rumors saying that he had already left camp and he had gone to join up with Egypt. But we're hearing that that's not true. He's not left camp yet. So people are saying he's going to be benched against Sunderland again. They did this poll. Liverpool fans did this poll on their page, and they said, should we start Salah or should we bench him? And a lot of people said bench him. So even the fans are saying he's off form, keep him home. And then rumors now came out that he had gone back to join up with Egypt. But yes, he would be unhappy if you're Mo Salah, one of the best contributors or biggest contributors for Liverpool. Salah could be having a stinker and still give you one goal. And those kind of players would tend to feel entitled because of what they've given to the club. But club, sorry, I just said club. Slot benched him for the West Ham match, and they won. And it's looking like he may bench him for the Sunderland match, but everybody wants him to keep a good attitude. Let's see how that works out. Let's see how long his good attitude will keep going for, because it's going to be tough.
It's definitely going to be tough. So, very quickly, Tega, this one was very interesting to me. FIFA is set to press ahead with plans to have VAR checks on the awarding of corner kicks at the World Cup next year, despite domestic leagues rejecting the idea for the wider game.
I think it's ridiculous, because what are you doing that for? For corner kicks? For corner kicks? Something as, I don't know, as little as corner kicks. I know that there's been 1 or 2 corner kicks that was given that shouldn't have been given, and a goal was considered from there. I understand that, but it's such a minuscule thing to want to expand the use of technology to that. It's just, in my opinion, another waste of time. I think FIFA is using is now doing some trial and error. This Colina and Arsene Wenger, maybe we should give them another work. Yes, because it's like they were so good at their jobs of development in football and all of that that now that they are retired, they have nothing else to do but to look for more development. Maybe we should give them another work because I don't think this is a fantastic one. I understand red card, yes. I understand expanding to red card, yes. But to corner kicks, soon we'll say free kicks now.
Where does it end?
Where does it end?
That is the question. All right, let's take your messages. This is from Stan on WhatsApp. He says, I already told you guys that the coach always looks at his jota before putting a player on the pitch. He doesn't know these players, not even by name, let alone how they play. I wish the NFF should just withdraw us from this Nations Cup. I see us disgracing ourselves in the tournaments. This I've seen. Stan, do you have
NFF? Do you have extra code to give us, Stan?
No. Does he have sightseeing abilities? I mean, see abilities. I don't know. Taya says Serena I'd be like, never let them know your next move. Only Barcelona can change football tactics from high line to high life and then back to high line. On issues concerning Arsenal, I'm a man of patience like John Wick. If not now, then soon. If they like, let them play past animal. Elephant doesn't hang on a tree branch for so long. And Super Eagles list looks like cutoff mark for entrance examinations. This is from Biggie in K2 who says, I was watching Barca versus Madrid, but seeing the goals pouring in England, I switched. Man City is still sitting on a threaded line, or you mean that they are sitting on a thin line? I think is what you mean. Great attack, but their defense is a chihuahua. No solidity at the back. Happy, amazing birthday to you, Tega. It's in advance. And Arteta is going to win today for you.
Why?
Well,
he's not. I don't think I have Arsenal players on.
AY Dinner says Erling Goal Machine Holland, fastest player here. He said fastest. AY, calm down. Fastest player, fastest centurion in the history of the Premier League. 100 goals in 111 matches. Fire man. I agree with that one. Let me go to YouTube where Namdi Okereke says, happy birthday in advance. Tega, as you didn't want a lunch date, collect best wishes.
No, Namdi, that lunch date, we are still looking at it.
Uche Nawokoye says, City versus Fulham, what a game. Battle for the top is heating up. Onana and Abubakar dropped by Cameroon. What is going on? United, how do we cope during the AFCON? Well, go back to 15th or something. I don't know. Scary Barca flying high in Spain. Ibrahim Hassan says, good morning, team. Is it me or the audio is not loud? I guess it's you. I think it's you. Iron Fedada says, Barca 4 points clear at the top of La Liga table after last night's victory over Atletico. Sing Me Lonely at the top by Ashake.
Just 4 points.
Okay.
And
Okay, Ibuku Kono says, Nigerian excuse for Serena. She asked her agent to register her for a swimming pool, but they misunderstood. LOL, there was a quote.
I'm telling you, look, I don't know what she did, but you shouldn't be putting your name in that pool if you are not going to compete. I don't know what happened. We'll find out eventually. That's how this life is.
The truth comes out.
The truth comes out eventually. On that note, I want to thank you for sending in your messages to Smooth 98.1 FM via WhatsApp and for streaming on YouTube. We also know that there'll be matches. Manchester United is playing West Ham tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that when we come on Friday. But on Friday, there will also be more news. And by then, Super Eagles list would have been whittled down. Then we can have the opportunity to look at the whittled down list. All of that and more coming up inside the locker room. Especially, yes, I forgot to mention, some of you were angry over the week that the Nigerian journalists that voted at CAF voted Chiamaka Nadozie fifth. It was that's what I can tell him. I didn't ask him, but I can almost categorically tell you he didn't understand the voting process. He made a mistake in the voting process because sometimes for Ballon d'Or, they tell you that the 5 will get the highest 5 points and then all the way down. Vote the player that should get 5 points all the way down to the one that should get 1 point.
Okay.
But yeah, so your best player. So for instance, if Aitana Bonmati is your best player, you put her first. She'll be the one that will get the 5 points. So maybe he misunderstood the way that he was supposed to vote. Because for him to have put Chiamaka in 5th and then put Rashidat and Esther Nkoroko in 3rd and 5th, maybe he wanted to do first and third. Again, it was the way he misunderstood the voting process. So please don't go and slaughter him on social media. You guys should take it easy. We'll come back with some more stories and some more explanations on Friday. But until then, continue to have a fantabulous week, because I know I am.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Tega. Have a great rest of the week as well. Looking forward to Friday and everything in between. Thank you all for all the messages and being a part of the locker room here on Smooth 98.1. Keep it tuned. Smooth Breakfast definitely is kicking on. A conversation is coming up on Lagos Talks at 9 o'clock. My name is Ayokunmi Kekereko. Don't go anywhere.
Let them go. Let them go somewhere, Ayo. Why do you put your hand here? I want to stab it.
Is that it that you know?
What will happen?
Is that it that you know?
Well, I will stab the hand.